I just shit my pants.
Hello and welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast, the podcast where three men drink beers and gripe about horror movies.
This is the end, beautiful friend.
I saw that movie you made. Pretty good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Maybe I can be in your next
This
one.
is the end, my only friend, the end.
Just so everyone's aware, there will be spoilers and plenty of nasty, nasty language.
Everything that stands the end, no safety or surprise, the end.
There shouldn't be that many emergencies at a beach.
Well, with sharks and sea urchins.
Sea urchins.
You could step on a sea urchin, man. You ever been anywhere tropic?
No, my life was pretty shitty.
Well,
Okay, I'd rather talk about anything than this movie. Okay, welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast, everybody.
We're not happy.
I'm John.
I'm Ben.
oh, bro.
We're reviewing Paranormal Activity 4.
We're watching, reviewing.
Whatever. I just want to say these cookies are fan-fucking-tastic. I want to
Tell me
say
why.
that. Say it again. They are unbelievable, and I've eaten probably more than half the bag.
You've eaten about 3/4.
I think I've eaten almost all of them.
So, stats guy Ben here.
Mm.
We had a huge drop off here. Again, made for 5 mil. Only brought back 142.8. Only.
142.8 for this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Word of mouth didn't spread fast enough.
No.
Because this is bad.
Yeah, the last one brought back over 200 million. This one
I imagine it had to kill on opening weekend.
probably.
Like you said,
Yeah.
then it finally got out that this movie stinks and it calmed down a little bit.
I went. There were probably 50 teenagers in this theater, and at some point during the movie, one of them started laughing. I don't know if they were high or what, but they were
Probably high.
they were just like, there was nothing going on.
Are you sure they weren't weeping? That was
Could have been,
very
but
close to
whoever,
laughing.
it was either one of their friends or just somebody who had a lot of balls, stands up and goes, "You need to shut your fucking mouth, bitch," and
Nice.
sits back down, and everybody goes, "Yeah!" It was
That's every
amazing.
movie
That's
nowadays,
It was
isn't it?
amazing.
It happens, it's gonna be good.
I hope it happens when we all go see.
I'm so glad I
one.
never got attached to the series, like saw it when it came out or anything, because it's not that good.
Uh.
It reminds me of it ranks up there with like the Child's Play series with me.
Ooh.
Child's Play might even be better.
I know there's people that went to see every Saw movie, and for me this was kind of like that until I saw this one and I said, I'm done. I'm just done.
God, I think the original Saw was way better than the original Paranormal.
Nope.
In my opinion.
The ending is.
In my
Yeah.
opinion.
The
Carrie
director,
Elways.
the directors are back. Same
Wesley.
ones who.
Princess Bride.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you? Just making sure you
Robin
got
Hood
it.
Men in Tights.
Same directors for part 3 return for part 4 and do a much pissier job.
Hunter got
Not
a
only,
Hunter.
is it not only is it pissy and shittier,
Is this a vomit
It's-
year?
it's not
What
good
about
at
it?
all.
It's just
do we have?
there's a lot of I don't even know where to begin. But
You gotta start
I'll tell you
somewhere.
where to begin. Katie's there giving Hunter a bracelet.
/ necklace.
Again, we're still not sure what these
Yeah.
are or why
Are
they're
we-
all through the series.
September 2006, Hunter and Katie.
Yeah.
All right.
Part 2 ending again. And then we're off to Nevada. We're out of
Henderson,
California.
Nevada. What's going on? And there's trick or
October
treating.
9th, Hunter was abducted by Katie.
Did you
Now we're falling in ninja.
So we have somebody's recording a trick or treat excursion. Did you? I actually found Ben
Hated
kind of.
Ben.
Oh really? I thought he was kind of funny.
Ben was the creepiest thing about this movie.
Creepiest.
I'm surprised he didn't go on a panty raid when he walked into the girl's room at the end. Maybe he just didn't have time.
That was.
Ben is still not as bad as Burger Dan.
No, he's not as bad of a person. He's just outright creepy.
I thought he was pretty funny.
Because at least he's not, being a creep on his own daughter. He's being a creep on some girl that's his age. So, okay.
Even if she is 12.
He does basically
Or
ask to
14.
bang your later.
Is it me, or do they and I am not this kind of person. I don't get really sensitive about a lot of stuff, but it seemed to me like they were over-sexualizing this 14-year-old girl. Because they bring up the fact she's a virgin, so they're really harping on her sexuality.
Yeah,
But
and
they're-
she's 15. I
but
think her
they're-
dad says later.
yeah.
That's
But
only
yeah,
that's only after they discover the symbol and it's some fertility symbol, and then they delve deeper into it.
But still,
This kid is trying to have sex with this 15-year-old
He's trying to
kid,
save her.
And I don't really want... Yeah, okay. I forgot
If he-
about that.
that's why you like this kid, you perv. You know, coming out of my mouth, that sounded okay, but not yours.
This is the problem I'm having. This is a rated R movie, but there's no doubt this was made for teenagers.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes this R is those 14-year-olds saying fuck every time they get a little bit
Yeah,
jumpy.
enough with that.
Well, we had a teenager in part 2, but the movie still revolved around everybody. This movie, the parents were almost...
The parents are the most
Absent.
interesting thing
They
I have
are
to say.
absent.
They're the most interesting thing I have to say about this movie. When we start talking about them, I think
drugging your 15-year-old daughter.
there's something about them that made the movie
What did she
watchable to
drug
me.
her with?
Just
sleeping
a
pills.
Sleeping pill.
It's they are almost, I don't know if it's their acting or the way it was written, or if it's just a total accident, because I don't want to give these people too much credit. But there's something about the parents that really is like unsettling to me, because they literally are in their own worlds during this entire thing. I don't even know why. They're non-factors.
And for the only 10 minutes you get to see them throughout the movie, yeah, they're just oblivious to everything going on.
Like
they don't care
they're
about
not
the kids
being
at all.
like, oh, shut up, you're wrong to the girl. They're not telling her that they don't believe her. They're literally not even listening. She's like, I think something caused this chandelier to fall. And they're like,
Oh, hold on, babe.
well, we've got 3 of them. I'm really angry
Yeah.
about this. And the other guy, who's
You
having a
installed
bad
3
day
of
because
them.
his wife is being such a bitch to him the whole movie, is on the phone like, well, I can take it out on somebody, and starts yelling at the chandelier company. It is so bizarre.
You installed 3 of these at my house. And
It's so bizarre, like the weird subtlety they gave to the parents, but how they added nothing to the story, and they didn't do any of this kind of stuff to the rest of the characters
Yeah.
who were important.
and why are they getting chased by Toby?
Ugh.
Because their adopted son Wyatt
Is really Hunter.
could be Hunter.
Well, you don't hear that until about 3/4 of the way through this film.
But I have it immediately in my notes.
And we have
Yeah.
and later on we have the creepiest kid ever, Robbie.
Well, are we supposed to believe...
Is Robbie a demon?
We're supposed to believe that...
What the fuck is
Hold on.
Robbie?
Hold on. We're supposed to believe through most of this movie that Robbie is Hunter.
Hunter.
And
yeah.
that his name was changed because Katie... Where'd she get the money to purchase this house across the street?
Grandma.
She stole it.
I assume, but
From
come on.
Mika's day trading bank
She
account.
stole it from Dan the Burger King man after she snapped his neck.
So we have a meaningless scene where Ben is the daughter's friend. The daughter's Alex. They're going to a Halloween party and they sneak through Katie's,
Yard, yeah.
the neighbor's yard, which is Katie's yard, and she says something about, I hope they're as nice as the previous neighbors. And it's like, what does that have to do with anything?
Boy, they just crowbar.
Yeah.
Katie
I'll
in
tell you
this
what it
movie.
has to do with anything. They're nice that they let her walk right through that, taking the shortcut.
Okay.
Okay, well that has something to do with it.
What?
A
It has nothing to do
shortcut.
with the story, but
The shortcut
it has
comes-
to do with your neighbors being nice and letting you cut right through their yard and not.
Alright.
Alright, so we go to the Wyatt soccer game.
Immediately
Yeah.
cut to Wyatt's soccer
Yeah,
game.
what happened at the Halloween party?
Nothing.
We didn't get to see anything.
Probably good.
Doesn't mean
We
anything
didn't.
happened.
I'm so glad that we didn't. Because I can't imagine spending another 5 minutes with those two.
But that is a terrible cut.
At the
though.
soccer
Did
game.
you also get in part 2, Allie? This one, they strayed really far with Alex.
Yeah, they
They
aren't even trying.
No.
So, they're at the soccer game, and Robbie is by himself watching Wyatt.
And you don't know who
And he
this kid is at
disappears,
this
like,
point.
yeah, he just disappears. And,
Any kid wearing a pair of sweats up to the middle of their ankles,
and sandals
middle of their
and socks.
shins, and with socks and
but
sandals. That's
What
a pretty kid.
is this kid? Is this?
I think he's part of
Is
their...
he a demon?
All right.
Is he a hobo that Katie picked up because she lost Hunter?
Let's,
How did
let's
she
address
lose
it. Let's
Hunter?
freaking address it.
Well, my wife was watching this with me last night, and she was looking up, what is Robbie, who is Robbie, and she was reading all kind of things about Robbie is somebody who is prepping Wyatt/Hunter
To be a demon?
to be a demon. Just telling him who he is and getting him ready.
So
And I
maybe like
thought-
Robbie is a version of the demon that would be most appealing to Wyatt, so he would listen. Like if he showed up as a scraggly old man, or if he showed up as a monster.
Wyatt's
would-
not gonna go.
But if he showed up as a little kid, Wyatt would be like, okay, I can relate to
But
this.
later in the movie, doesn't Wyatt try the same thing where he tries to tell Toby to F off, basically?
He just tells him he's not Hunter.
As
Yeah.
you see him in the green pixelated.
Does that work?
No.
I don't have an Xbox, but is that, from what I've heard, that is not how.
Xbox Connect's green screen. What?
I played
What can we
Xbox
say
Connect.
about
I
it?
don't
It has
know
an
if it has
infrared
that or not.
green. At night it turns.
Maybe
on
that's
green.
true. I don't know. All I know is they got their $5 million probably from
They,
Xbox.
they use Xbox Connect to record the living room
I'm not
activity,
sure if
but
that-
it's all like green pixelated
Yeah.
Christmas lights.
Which, I don't think it was my TV or my version of the film, but those pixelated images, the green, like, it swayed the whole time. So I didn't
it
know
was
what.
constantly moving.
Yeah,
And there were
so-
some things that like came from the dining room. It looked like there was like a green
always looked
light
like a
that
light was
constantly
moving
was
around.
moving towards you. And I thought, well, maybe that's the cat moving because they showed the cat
Oh, the cat's my favorite
1,000
character.
times. And why are they doing that?
We even had a cat scare, a jump
Because
scare.
witches. Witches are close by.
Maybe, but
I
I,
never
I,
even thought.
I just remember watching it in theaters being like, that's my favorite character. And then I was like, I hope they kill the cat,
Yeah,
actually.
they have to do something with this cat as many times as they showed him, or they had to pay him $10,000. He was the highest paid actor in this role. I think.
Oh, yeah. He did a good job.
So-
good job, cat actor.
At the soccer match, Dad, of course,
Is not there.
is not around. He shows up late, and
Deadbeat dad.
they make reference to, well, we filmed it for you. So is that why she films everything? Is because Dad's never around? And
What is she filming it with though? Her laptop?
That's it, yeah,
And
because
not
you
to
don't-
believe that they have a camera.
half
We
the
don't know
movie,
that.
she walks around with her laptop.
I don't know what they have.
What's she filming outside with?
Because her boyfriend is the initial guy that has an actual camera.
And
He
just
comes
walks
over to
around
the
everywhere
house
with
and
it.
he's
Well,
like taking
this
everybody
is-
in.
This is 2012, so I mean they would have had smartphones, but are we to assume that she's just filming off of her phone?
I'm not going to assume that. I assume she takes her laptop everywhere because whenever she's on it, normally she's like laying in bed talking to Benny Blowjob, whatever his name is.
That's his
Ben
name. Benny
kind of
Blowjob.
does whatever he wants in this movie.
He
The parents
into
just, she's 14. This motherfucker.
or 15, I don't know.
Or 15.
It's still
But
not.
still, yeah, exactly what the mom said later. This door, if you're in here, the fucking door is open.
I feel like the parents are trying to be parents, but they really don't care. Like, the dad's like, you let yourself into my house, but then he just kind of ignores it.
Yeah,
I'd be
it's
like,
like-
get out.
They don't like each other, so the dad has his own separate life where he's staying out all night having sex, and the mom is actually
I didn't
like
get
the
that at
house
all.
This is a subplot that was invented for this podcast.
I saw the dad as a cheating husband.
What?
I just saw them as both,
I
like...
saw him staying up till 1 in the morning and sleeping on the couch because he didn't want to go.
And then he got in
And by the
trouble.
way, that house was a fucking zoo. Everyone's up at 1:30 in the morning.
That's
and
an-
every night.
That's
This
another.
one doesn't skip nights like most. I literally have like 8 from fucking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's not that many nights, that's why.
11.
Yeah.
Well, we have
Teenagers coming over for a party.
we have our.
And the parents
I'm
are okay
sorry.
with it.
A
Yeah.
kickback.
It's a kickback.
Oh yeah, it's a
What the
kick. It's not
fuck
even a party.
is that?
They're so chillaxed.
I think
it's
it's
a
what
kickback.
you said earlier. This movie was totally geared towards teenagers.
There's
even
a lot
though
of
the
lingo
movie-
going on in this movie that I'm too old for.
Even though the movie
So-
was rated
Yeah.
R. But yeah, the parents leave Alex and Ben to have a kickback at their house.
And now there's also,
They're playing like
because you know
Nintendo Wii,
in a
aren't
found
they?
footage movie there's going to be improvising, and they're letting these teenagers improvise. And holy fuck, are they bad at it.
well, I guess the
Whoa.
kids, most of the party disperses, and you only have Ben and Alex left, and they go out to Alex's
drinking
old
V8
tree house.
That's my
Flash.
castle. Is your crown in it? Oh, you
Yeah,
should come
some of
save
that.
me. I'm like,
They're drinking
stop it.
V8 Splash.
All right,
I love V8 Splash.
Bleat.
Yeah, you're 40, not 12. What do 12-year-olds drink?
Well, this is where we get our first.
Surge? I don't know.
No, they drink Crown Royal and
12-year-olds
Stop.
drink Crown Royal.
So this
Something's
where-
got to spice this up.
this is where we get our first jump scare as they're in the treehouse recording, and
Yeah, what?
they
Why?
turn to the side, and oh, Robbie appears out of nowhere.
He's in the treehouse for no reason.
Robbie.
And then when they bring him
they
back
take
over,
they take him back home.
Katie
and
says that
Alex
she used to do this all the
says-
time. Yeah.
Alex says that she met Robbie's mom.
hmm
I'm to believe that it's Katie.
Oh, by the way, there's the cock blocking apparently.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Robbie cock blocked.
And this blowjob, Ben, all he talks about is like farty jokes. I just stayed with my grandpa later, and all he did was fart.
Oh yeah, you farted.
And
Oh,
then
he
he
tells
talks
her-
about,
he tells her she
yeah,
farts
Alex,
in-
by the way, you fart in your sleep.
Um,
Oh, it's funny.
So
I like fart jokes.
again, the video chat they
involves
use
a
that.
douche guitar.
What?
There's a douche guitar.
A douche.
She has one.
And
Again, I wish the honky tonk man was here and just busted over her
I
head.
have a quick booby, says Cobra. Yeah, the kid's like,
Yeah.
the girl's like sitting there, and he's like, oh come on, just a quick under the shirt, a boob.
Oh,
And the
I didn't
15-year-old
catch that.
asking for that.
So the video chat makes sense why it's being recorded or it's on laptops.
I'm not
or-
sure why it's being recorded.
Well,
How it's
he's
being
pervy.
recorded.
He's recording that, but then later,
Wait, you said he's pervy, right? And you said you
Yeah.
like this character.
I think he's funny.
Yeah, you're a perv too. I like that.
So in the middle of the night,
I
they're video chatting, Ben and Alex, and you hear sirens, and she takes the laptop, which is why we think she takes the laptop everywhere. Over outside, and you see Katie's.
Listen.
There's something going on at Katie's.
Damn it.
house.
Here's my problem with this. A,
Who called the
it's
ambulance?
this is a different topic,
Yeah.
but it's still in the movie. A, when she goes to investigate this, it's like 12:30 in the morning
Mhm.
on November
Whatever.
6th,
Take a
7th.
number.
She's in school. These kids are in school.
Oh, you're right.
They're up at ungodly
Well, it
hours
might be
every
the
night.
weekend.
How are they supposed to focus in school when they're up at 12:30 staring
I
at
think
witches?
that-
Are you really
every night?
concerned about their education?
I think it's a big problem with today's youth is that they have computers and phones that they're up half the night.
Maybe, but this isn't the movie to explore that
No.
problem.
No, they're not,
even
though.
close.
I mean, they're not.
No, but they do go to school. This is
But there's
November,
no-
and they're 15, and
Yes, but
they're
there's
up
no-
at 1, 2, 3 every morning.
What you're complaining about, there's no storyline, though, where Alex is having trouble at school because she's up all night.
No, but I just want to say,
No, she says
that
specifically
if there's
she
any
got an A on her
listeners,
test
if there's
later.
any listeners
Hey.
that may be teenagers and they're in school,
You want him to go to bed on time.
go to bed on time and get a good
Hey,
breakfast.
don't bring your
Alright.
political beliefs on my podcast.
I'm sorry.
So, apparently Robbie's mom had some sort of accident. She's going to be in the hospital for 3 days.
2 or 3 days, right?
Nobody shows up to ask this family if they'll take Robbie for 3 days. We see Robbie walking up the driveway.
With his ship Shuba and
Yeah.
a 200-year-old spoon.
What is Shipshuba?
That's weird.
Fake a play lamb? A sheep?
I
guess.
thought the name just sounded old and
Oh, this
demonic.
fork tells the future also, if I heard him
This old
correctly.
fork tells the future. That is correct.
Yes.
One of the
And
other
Shipshuba
things
is 100 years
by
old.
researching this is that kid improvised that whole thing.
He did a good job, because you're like, what the fuck is he talking
Creepy
about?
Robbie, yeah. Shipshuba. He's like, what a Shipshuba?
So,
Why not?
is there a reason for this family to take in this kid? couple
No,
days.
except they're neighbors.
Yeah.
No.
And by the way, their neighbors are oblivious.
If
The
you
most
have
oblivious
if you
of
have been neighbors for 5 years, yeah, you'll take in the neighbor kid if it's a small neighborhood,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the mom, Alex's mom, Wyatt's mom, has never met Katie,
Never.
but yet they're willing to take her kid in.
And we don't
These
know this
parents
is
are
Katie.
so fucking weird.
By the
bad.
way, we do not. Spoiler alert. We don't know this is Katie yet.
Not yet.
We kind of have some suspicion, like, why is this kid? We know Toby's involved, so we know something
Well,
has
at
to
this-
be with Hunter
At
or.
this point, we think Robbie is Hunter.
Hunter.
Things start happening around the house.
They're-
Noises. So Alex
She's talking
asks,
one night, and she gets up, and we have to wait for 5 fucking minutes
Oh, for a
her
jump
to
scare.
get back.
and jump in front of the camera.
There's a shadow that runs across
Yeah.
the back, and then she jumps back into frame, and I'm like,
By the way, can we talk about how every night we have to see that green connects Xbox thing. It's hard to describe what it is, like pixelated green light flashing. How would you describe that image that you gotta look at?
That's basically it.
So Ben
But it
has
like
been
follows moving images.
Ben has been recording.
You shut up, I was talking.
Go on, Joel.
When we get to the Xbox,
I'm
we
gonna
can
have
talk
to
about
pick-
the Xbox.
Yeah, it hasn't
Are we
shown
not
up
there
yet.
yet?
No.
Oh my god, this is so slow.
It's
So
like the next night.
Ben
but-
is recording her every
On
night.
the next one.
And then-
including sleeping.
And he says it in a way that makes it obvious he's doing it on purpose. In fact, later he describes exactly how you get in to watch the videos.
He does say he has no idea his computer just does this.
Yeah, I don't know how it does it, but this is how you get in there and
You
watch
are
them.
really like trying to help this pervy 15-year-old out over there.
Well, this is now, come on, 2012.
He's recording
Edward
her on
Snowden
purpose.
hasn't broken yet that the government spies on you through your computer and smartphone. My question was, why does she leave her laptop open while she
That is a
sleeps
good question.
facing her?
That
Does
is a
she
good question.
just...
I couldn't do that. The light would be on for
Yeah.
too long.
And are all of the computers open throughout the house at all time for them to be doing that? Do they all have a web camera? I mean, these all have to be nice computers, right?
We do find that out soon because she asks
Even
Ben to... Is this even possible?
No.
even
Okay.
7-year-old Wyatt has a computer that can be recording.
Here's
in
the
his
problem
room.
with all of this. The amount of... I discussed this with you. The amount of space you would need to record 24 hours of non-stop video is not on any laptop I've ever seen. There's no way.
And this is every night
And this is every night.
Yeah.
for at least a week or two.
For 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. There's not enough memory for that. Their computers aren't that big.
They just explode then, right? And
No,
there'd
they
a
would just
house
be like,
fire.
remember when we were recording, it goes bling, 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 bling. That's what would happen.
It'd just be blinging all changed.
Yeah. And that'd
So-
be funny if this movie just ended at the 45-minute mark with like a thing that's like, not enough memory.
It should have.
So
That have
Ben,
made me happier.
Ben shows Alex a recording of Robbie in the middle of the night crawling into bed with her.
And he's like, dude's trying to cop a feel. He's fucking 6. Are you really
Alex-
Yeah, why
saying
are they
this
so
kid-
freaked out? He's a 6-year-old.
Alex, the next day, shows her mother, and the mom doesn't find it creepy at all.
Here, come over here and eat this food I'm making.
Well, that's how the mom does is...
Ignores
As far
them.
as I know,
Cook
that's
food
why
and
her
chop
mother
food.
has a laptop, is so that she can...
Recipes.
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 Because she wants to be a cook because she has no talent and she has no life. And her life's falling apart, so she finds a hobby,
Because the husband has a girlfriend on the side.
Okay.
we think.
He always comes home late.
Cobra
He's never
things.
Cobra
home.
things.
He works in the city.
They go outside.
He's in the house all the time.
Is he?
Okay.
Go back and watch it. Watch
No,
harder.
I'm not watching this again.
Watch harder and tell me what you think.
Watch hard.
This
So-
is Blair Witch all over again.
This
The next...
no.
The next day / night,
I don't like this.
They go outside.
Ben and Alex are babysitting the two boys, and they have an Xbox Connect dance party.
First, they're up in the playhouse,
Oh yeah,
and they mention Toby, and one of them says, "I can see him," and Robbie's like, "No, you can't. You can't see him. Shut up. You can't see him." And they go down the slide with the camera, and you can see the triangle circle in the sandbox.
Just
Yeah.
that one cookie there.
I am rude as fuck.
Wow! Can you believe he just did that?
yeah, I can't.
Something bad's gonna happen to you.
John
Undoubtedly.
has officially eaten 10 cookies today.
How many were there? 12?
Probably.
And you ate 10 of them. You fat fuck. All I wanted was that last cookie.
What, you think you're hurting my feelings? Eat some of those chips on the way upstairs.
No. We're not homing.
Well, I'll go eat them then. I don't care. I'll
I'm
eat
sure
those
you
too.
will eat them all later. While you're editing, you're like, pause, delete.
Pause.
I say what I'm doing when I'm doing it. No wonder Kayla won't let me do it in the living room. Play! No, rewind! Pause.
I still can't believe you ate that cookie. I gotta pee.
Alright.
You didn't see that coming?
I kinda did, but I didn't think you were that big of a dick, but I should know better.
Well, I had to call out that I was rude as fuck first.
That doesn't make it okay, remember that.
Yeah. No offense what I'm about to say, but
Toby's
it's really
gonna
offensive.
get you.
I don't care.
Good.
Where are we?
The creepy avatar in the Xbox is Toby.
Oh yeah, Robbie's just sitting on the couch while Wyatt, Alex, and Ben are dancing, and then they notice that something is sitting beside Robbie. Robbie does. Robbie's very concerned about language, apparently.
Yeah.
This is when Alex asks Ben, to record every computer in the house, which is not possible. But
We get the cat again, and then
we also get a chandelier moving.
something runs behind somebody.
I don't know. I just have Toby must like to swing from chandeliers, so maybe
Yeah,
he
what
is
is going on
maybe
with
he
that?
is a child. I don't know.
So night 1. We're 25
Yeah,
fucking minutes into this
I
movie.
have that too, where it's like night 1. What?
I was like, well, they're not gonna do the night thing this time.
All right.
Ugh. This is when the ghost runs behind Robbie. And the dad sees the video of it and goes, oh, you kids are great. I can't even work my cell phone. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what are you even talking about?
Again, the parents.
This guy is a fucking idiot. So
Dad oblivious. Yep.
then Ben sneaks into her room at
I
night.
think it's a little pervy there.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I've had it with this
And
guy.
he scares her. She's screaming, and then they're not talking with a low voice. How are her parents not hearing?
That's how retarded her parents are, I think.
They're never home. They're not home at 2 in the morning. That's
All
the
right.
problem.
All right.
Wait, where are we at?
The jump scare where Ben sneaks into Alex's room in the middle of the night and pulls her
He
out of
pulls
bed.
her legs
Yeah.
out. I was alright with that. It was the only part of the movie that was okay. But how was he talking to her? Because it wasn't he texting her? Was it on his phone?
Again, there's shit that just doesn't exist or it can't.
I
It
don't
jumps when it wants to different
What's
recording
this?
devices.
Did you give me a new beer?
I don't think so.
Wow, I must have got it myself.
Um,
I saw that with your eyes over there. Just because you don't have the glasses doesn't mean I still can't call you
I guess
Drew,
it would be easier to see now. wouldn't
Drew
it?
Carey.
I roll my eyes sometimes involuntary. That time it wasn't. But I do it sometimes.
so,
The dad's downstairs, and he's sleeping on the couch.
yeah.
And there's a Wilhelm scream in this movie.
Is there?
Yes, there is on the TV. They're, "Ah!"
Is he pixelated?
Yeah. At this point, everything's pixelated in the living room now because
At night, right?
of the first scene of the dance party with the Xbox Connect. There's too much Robbie and Wyatt running around the house in the middle of the night. It's not
Night
creepy.
3, the kids run. That's it.
It's
I'm
not-
so fucking bored.
It's just not that creepy.
Oh, what night are we on?
I don't even know. No, we just got done with night 1 afterward 20.
Robbie stares at the green lights.
Night 3, the kids are downstairs running. And then the next day, Alex is home alone, and they do a changeling ball scene.
I have that,
Ripped right out of the changeling.
but then you have the
I've never seen a changeling.
trail of toys. That's kind of creepy.
Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of noises and crazy shit going on in the house.
That
Oh, my favorite page of my notes.
Did the basketball fall down the stairs yet?
Yes.
we just got there.
Wait, and where is that? What movie does that happen in?
Are you
The
paying
changeling,
attention
I
at
just
all?
said the
The
changeling.
I wasn't paying attention. That's the problem.
I could have swore you
I
said
knew
didn't-
it was a
I've never seen that,
1980s
though.
movie
Yeah.
that I didn't see.
You just said I've never seen that. 2 minutes later, you're like, what movie did that happen?
Wait, exactly. I didn't know that you were talking about the basketball scene. I wanted to bring that up at that point, but I wasn't paying attention to you
I'm
two
going to
talking.
read you my
You
notes.
two battle back and forth, and I never know what's going on half the time.
I'm going to read you my notes for night 5 or day 5 or whatever, and then we can go back.
I
and
don't even
review
have
them.
a night 5.
It's just the day that the changeling ball happens, okay?
You're a ball hound.
Noises, don't care. Bang, don't care. Toys, don't care. Bed for Toby, don't care. Haunted train, don't care. Cat, I care. Chandelier, don't care.
I have
Yes.
a question.
Okay.
sir.
You want to talk? You're raising your hand.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Did she teleport?
Where?
Where?
No, it's bad editing.
Right,
Yeah, it's-
right after the bed, she goes into the closet, and all of a sudden she's in the middle of the room. It's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Did she teleport out of her closet? Because this bitch is crazy.
There is a
It's bad editing.
there's a
She's
train that
crazy.
moves on its own. I don't.
Yeah, but she brings that up to her dad.
Well, they're oblivious.
I do
But
not care.
if a train moves on its own, would you be weirded out?
If a
you were in
train
a
moved
room
on
and
its
a train
own
moved on
45
its
minutes before you left your house and you were moving 15 minutes to get to work,
I
when
would
would you
get-
and the train meet?
I would immediately get to the Evening Star Motel in Slippery Rock.
Is that not a shady place? well, no,
After all that crazy
Alex
shit
is still
happens.
home. That's when the chandelier falls.
Yeah, and Alex tells her mom when she gets home that she thinks Robbie brought
Yeah,
all this
because
crazy
Robbie
shit in the house
was
with
on
him.
the top landing or whatever. But her dad's on the phone screaming at the chandelier installation company, and she says, "Tell them that one was moving too." And he's just,
No,
my
yeah, he's
15-year-old
like-
daughter's an idiot. I'm not gonna listen to her.
Exactly. There's a Shining homage in this. Did you see that? Homage. Little boy's riding around on his
Oh, the big wheel?
big wheel.
It's kind of a cool scene
Through the
because
house.
he
And then it
like
moves on
slams
itself.
into a wall basically, and it's Toby, and he just backs it up.
Now, we can go off topic here. Not off topic, but on the series. You like the series.
I do. It's
How do
entertaining.
you feel about this one?
It's probably my least favorite, but I still find it. I don't mind watching it. It doesn't bother me that
Would you
much.
watch
It's not
this one
that
again,
cool, though.
all by itself?
It wouldn't be my first choice. I don't usually at 4. I'm not gonna sit down for a 4-movie marathon and watch them back to back to back to back. It's not gonna be the one that I pick out.
But you would watch this movie again.
I would probably watch it again.
Ooh. This one is just, we're going to set up every computer in our house to record
Sounds like
every
something from part 4.
possible thing we can.
We're struggling. Help us.
Where are we?
We just
Oh,
got-
the chandelier. Did you guys get to the
the
chandelier?
chandelier
Just got
fell.
there.
It falls and Robbie's standing there and she's like, Robbie, did you do this? And he's like, he doesn't like you watching him.
And then runs away.
And then he won't answer after that.
Where did she steal this kid from? Hell?
Who?
Robbie.
The coven must have provided.
I'm going to
a-
assume that he was a kid.
A rental
Sort
kid.
of like.
Is this the first...
What if he's sort of like what Hunter's going to become?
What is Hunter becoming?
A
What
demon.
What
They
is
don't-
Toby's
A host body for
ultimate
Toby.
goal?
They don't address it at all.
Yeah, they just refuse to get there. It leaves you with more questions when this one's over than you had coming in. And it doesn't answer any of them.
Yeah, it does.
It advances the story about 2 seconds.
Well, we
That's
have
all.
the next night. Alex,
Yeah, and normally I would complain because the other ones were prequel and a pre-prequel. But this one...
They had 3 movies to come up with something.
This one
and
is
they
in the
didn't.
future, sort of, or present day, and it is just... This
well,
is
Alex
bad.
sees cars that night. Alex sees cars over at Robbie's house. She goes over to investigate.
Katie's house.
Slash
Katie and Robbie.
Katie's.
I'm an idiot.
So she goes over to see
With her
what's-
laptop?
we don't know.
We assume, though, right?
I guess.
Because that's who she's talking to Ben
With
with.
Wi-Fi, you don't need Wi-Fi to record, I guess. But
We have no
but a woman startles
connection
her,
that she...
Yeah, an old woman.
an old woman, and she just goes wrong house and just takes off, and then
Now, where was that old woman later? When these so-called...
young zombies slash
young,
witches.
yeah! At the end of the
She's
movie.
in that pile somewhere. 'Cause
I don't
there's a
think
lot
she
of them.
is. Because there was only young girls in that pile
I
coming
don't know
at
what
them.
that was.
What was that? You don't know.
We already mentioned the Shining reference with Robbie or Wyatt riding his big wheel through the kitchen.
Oh, you got that? Okay.
Yeah.
That must be what this is, Shining.
Yeah.
Has to
The
be.
ghost chairs pop out.
Yep.
And he's just like, oh, cool. 'cause it
Slash
moves on
poltergeist
its own.
reference, I guess, with the chairs.
Yeah.
But this is when Robbie asks Wyatt
Do
if
you
he
wanna
wants
see
to
him?
meet someone.
Yeah.
And then he draws
that
pictures all over
stupid triangle circle on Wyatt. Toby does not like Ben, so me and Toby, we're kind of alike.
I'm in that same boat.
Yeah. And he's like, when we meet, he's like, you'll find out, or something like that.
Well, Alex starts questioning Robbie.
He's like, kid, I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna answer you.
Wait, she questioned Robbie or Wyatt? One of them won't talk to her.
Wyatt refuses. I'm starting to feel bad for
When-
Wyatt at this point.
When
'cause he's
Wyatt's
just like a
around
sad
Robbie,
kid.
he won't say anything
Yeah.
to his sister at all.
In fact, like Robbie is whispering in his ear to talk to him, and he just
He's
won't.
like, don't say anything or I'll slit your throat.
Yeah.
Well, they start. This is when Alex starts investigating that symbol, this triangle with the circle in it.
The fertility.
Then
symbol.
we get that this is like some fertility thing. They start talking about virgins. Does that go anywhere?
Yes.
Does it really?
That's why Alex is here.
Yes, but they don't sacrifice her at the end. I mean,
They
it seems like she
may.
just dies. She just gets overwhelmed.
Let's see,
By
well,
witches.
I think she dies.
I wish I could get
Yeah,
overwhelmed by
but what's that
witches.
have to do with anything?
It's part of the 3 stages, and because what's his name?
What are the 3 stages?
Wyatt. Okay, first one is, according to the Hittites, demons. That's the third one. I don't know
she
what the
says
first
hi.
2 were.
She say
She says Hittites.
Which
Yeah,
is
the
kind of
Hittites.
but it's
Yeah.
kind of a teenage thing to do. They're not gonna know.
And I just
The
have,
Hittites?
Did
in
you
Jeopardy, they penalize you for adding an extra
Hey guys,
syllable in.
did you know that Zool is a minion of Gozer?
Did you penalize Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure for them calling them Socrates? No. You thought it was funny. I
The
did.
what? Socrates?
Exactly.
I
You
know.
didn't. You don't know that at all.
It's been so
Any
far
of them
since
knew
I
what it
watched
was like to
Bill and
roast in the
Ted
fires of the
because
floor that day.
I
can tell
hate
you.
Keanu Reeves. I've seen no Matrixes. I hate it.
I've just been firing Louis Tully shit all over the place right now. Ghostbusters shit.
You're Ghostbusters.
All right. Let's continue.
Today your life is complete.
Yeah, finally.
You are the 5th Ghostbuster.
Hey, this is where Ben offers to sleep with her.
Not a virgin anymore.
Yeah, he's trying to save her.
I guess
She
that's
should have
cool.
taken him up on the offer.
I guess that's why she's in the movie. That's why I wrote that.
My notes get real sloppy here. It was late night and I was
We
watching
see
this.
Mom cooking as she always does, and
Vegetables?
then that's when the knife flies up.
She literally turned her back and it went up in the sky, right?
Yeah.
And
Then she comes back and goes, "Where did I put that knife?"
Really? How bad is your memory?
Nobody looks up in this movie. These movies, I should say.
And by the way, this movie is like continuous nights. So this thing is haunting them with Robbie in it at all costs.
Yep.
Every night. Because later on it like skips days at a time. This one, no. It's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So after the knife disappears, they're all sitting around eating, and I wrote down, "This food sucks. What kind of knife did you use to cook this?"
I drive a Dodge Stratus. That's what I got. Dad was gonna throw his plate of asparagus.
I think they say something like, "Don't start with this ghost stuff again," or something.
Of course, because parents oblivious.
Yeah.
I just have the next night, kids are up again. They're running around the house. That's all I have. Alex gets up to investigate. I don't know what she finds. I didn't write it down. Then, the next day, that's when
Oh, we're on night 8.
yeah, that's all.
We see some green pixels and then
Again.
the kids get up and Wyatt's bed moves.
Okay.
This is the night Wyatt's bed moves.
Ooh.
Alex goes downstairs because she hears a noise.
Yeah. Does she find anything?
She finds,
What?
she's looking around and all of a sudden a book falls on the floor.
Oh, yeah, it falls twice.
Right in front of the camera. So she
But
goes,
unlike Christy in part 2, who
She
takes
goes-
off running after she puts the book up and it falls again, pan up and it falls again, Alex actually puts the book up twice.
she puts it up this first time, walks away, it falls again.
She picks
comes
it up,
back,
puts it back.
puts it back, and goes upstairs, and then everything is fine.
Again, nothing comes of it. Next
Again,
day,
these kids should be in school, so
why are they up in the middle of the
they
night?
are not getting the sleep acquired to have a good education. I know that.
That's because they're drinking Monster Energy drinks all day like teenagers do.
That's gonna hurt their heart.
Yep.
Yeah,
Next
so
day, Alex, in the middle of the day, should be in school, but
Owner
she's...
of a lonely heart. Is that better than the owner of a broken heart?
What song is that?
That's by Yes in the 1980s. I don't know what
I
year.
thought Yes was from the 70s.
They may be, but I think the song came out in the 80s.
Alright.
Okay, but it might be a 70s song. I don't know. But is it better? I guess that's the question. Is it better to own a lonely heart or to own a broken heart? Is it better to have lost in love or to never have loved at all?
Do you want to ask the listeners?
I'm asking you. Don't stare at me with that face. Answer the question. Would you rather have a broken heart or never known what it was to love and just have a lonely heart?
Broken heart.
You'd rather to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all.
Sure.
Sure?
Why are we talking about that?
I don't know.
Alex, next day, is babysitting the two boys. They take off out of the house. She catches them running over to Robbie's house. So she goes over. This is when we get Katie showing up for the first time. Katie says, "Hi, I'm Robbie's mom." Earlier in the movie, Alex said she had already met Robbie's mom.
Was she just lying
I have no idea.
to her parents?
No, my guess is it's just bad script writing and
It's the same directors.
same director.
Same writers? I assume.
I assume it's close. I don't know. Again, this is... How do you not go back and watch the previous movie if you're making a
This
sequel?
one falls so far off, it's not even funny. It feels besides Katie, it feels discombobulated.
Then the next scene, we have Dad in the kitchen. He's staring into that laptop, and I think we're supposed to assume that the knife is going to fall on his head. The knife that... Where'd it go?
Just disappeared earlier.
Yeah. So...
On night 3, 4, 5, 7.
He pulls away, because I think his wife comes downstairs and asks him what he's doing up.
And
The
that
knife falls, he's like, seriously, like, what just happened and where'd this knife come from? He's trying to explain it to his wife, and she's just like, whatever.
She's mad because they fought earlier, and she's trying to apologize, but he's busy talking about the knife.
Because he's been out
Because why
having
wouldn't
an
you?
affair.
The knife just fell out of nowhere.
But she didn't even remember that it was gone because she's so stupid.
Are we supposed to believe these parents are just so pissed at each other that
Yeah,
they're oblivious to what's happening in life?
It is so strange with them.
I think it is because their kids are old enough to be self-sufficient where they don't need to even pay attention to them, that they can, give them food in the house.
There's times
they'll
that they
manage.
leave their, 6-year-old kid alone.
She literally puts her kid in the tub, goes downstairs, and has a phone conversation. Your kid
says
is
2
sick.
minutes.
2 minutes. It's longer than that. But you cannot leave your kid on the second story in
A tub.
of water where he can drown. When you're on the first floor having a phone conversation, you can't do that.
Agree.
I asked that last night too.
First of all, you can't hear him if there's any panic.
One out of one
And you're
nurses
not going to
agree
make
with
it quick
you.
enough if they are. And this kid, not
out-
only
1 out of 1 nurses.
he gets drugged,
We're not there yet.
he gets drugged so far
He's jumping.
underwater.
Where are we?
We're somewhere in
I don't know.
After the
man.
knife fell?
Oh
The
no.
knife fell at night 9.
Yeah, where the knife fell.
Oh, that demon doesn't like books either.
Toby.
Toby,
We
yeah.
already did that, where the book fell and he shoved it out, and she put
Yeah.
it back, and he shoved it out, and she put it back, and she shoved it out.
Did we
and
go
he
over
put
to
it back,
Katie's house
and she
yet?
shoved it out. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And it has the old door. And Katie has a bunch of sheets all over the house.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is when she's telling her mom about Katie. And
Which she already met Kate.
And her mom's like, oh, that's nice, dear. Come over and eat this. I tried to cook this. Now it's night
What
9.
was it? Human flesh?
Dad is on the couch. The computer knife scene. We got past that already. Dumb parents. Wyatt's adopted. Okay, so we now know that Wyatt is adopted.
Yeah, they just kind of dropped that.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, because he's like, Robbie said that me and him were both adopted.
Yeah.
And then Alex was like, well, how did Robbie know that?
And they just drop
Yeah,
it.
he's like, he just knew. Whatever.
Cat! Why?
The cat stars in 38% of this movie. It's in the shots.
Does it?
Yeah, and its name is
Rico.
Cat. I just
Rico
said
the
cat.
cat.
Rico the cat.
Okay.
Named after Rico Fata, one of the greatest penguins of all time.
Agree.
I
Wish I had his jersey.
have a signed puck by him.
Oh, lucky. So, Wyatt goes downstairs and is arguing with the Xbox whether or not his name is Hunter.
Yeah.
And
No,
meanwhile,
it's not.
Meanwhile, a demon is coming down behind him, a demon kid,
Yeah, or a small person.
right behind him. And then the dad's like, "Oh shit, I have to be a parent." Oh.
Who was this demon kid?
I don't know.
Because at this point, all we know is that
Is it Toby?
Toby has been following this family,
Yep.
and he needs the firstborn male.
And they keep telling Wyatt throughout this movie that he's got to get ready or he's almost ready.
Yep.
For what?
To become.
We were supposed
Now-
to find out in the marked ones, but then they went a whole nother.
Let's go to the urban part of California.
San Diego. Yeah.
Oh, there's Allie. She's there.
There's
Remember her?
earthquakes, too.
The next day, for some reason, Alex is filming the treehouse with her Wyatt in it. She sees Robbie up there too. Then she goes up, and
he's
Robbie's gone.
Yep.
And
Did
then
he
this is
jump out of the tree?
No, he's a demon.
Where did he come from? Is this Toby's kid?
He came from the netherworld.
came from the
Is he just a minion?
dark
Sure.
web.
He came dark web.
But why would you add something like that when you already have just Toby, who they called in part 3?
I think it was
tall man.
it was to throw you off thinking Robbie is Hunter, and then halfway
To
through
have
the
a
movie,
shocking revelation halfway through. the
yeah,
movie.
and then halfway through the movie they pull it out from under you and say, "Oh nope, Wyatt is Hunter."
How? Then let me ask this question: how did Katie lose Hunter when she stole him?
I have that too, where it's
Did
like,
she
how did
lose
she
him,
give
or
him
did
up
she
for
let
adoption?
him go to adoption?
Why
and
would she
track
let him
down?
go for adoption when the demon needs
Because
him?
demons don't know how to raise humans, but they're ready to pick them up whenever the time's right.
Yep.
For what? What is
To possess them.
for what is he supposed to?
So he can walk around in a human body. Which
Okay,
seems like
so
it would
Toby-
kind of make things worse for him.
Wait,
'cause he can't
Toby's
do
goal
anything.
is to take Hunter's form and have sex. Wait, if he has sex with people, do they become demons? Is that how it works?
There's
Or
no
they
sex involved.
Well, then why the fuck is he around? Who wants to walk around with no sex involved?
I'm shrugging my shoulders, people.
My question is, who wants to spend eternity in the body of a 6-year-old?
It's true.
It seems like it would be a disservice
But what
to
is
take
his,
that
what
form.
is his
Just
ultimate...
like Vigo in Ghostbusters
What
2.
is Toby's ultimate goal?
He can walk around and do anything, but he decides he wants to be a baby? What can he do as a baby?
What is Toby's ultimate goal here?
To be a boy.
Why?
I don't
to
know.
be a boy? Who is he? Michael Jackson? I'm just gonna be a boy.
Yeah, why does he just go get skin surgery?
No, that's ignorant.
Alright, cat!
Wyatt is in the tub.
Wyatt's in the tub watching cartoons and also filming himself in the tub.
Why is this computer running?
He's watching cartoons.
Yeah.
But why is it filming him?
Because
they're all
Ben set
set
it
to
up
film.
so all the computers are filming.
Even though it
But
couldn't
where
work.
is this
It would not
camera
work.
at?
It's in the laptop.
Yeah.
It'd be like this laptop.
By
By
right
the
the
here.
way,
circle right here, that's a
These
camera.
cameras in the laptops are very nice looking. Each are they rich? Because
They're so rich, the mom only has a laptop for recipes.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's 100%
That's
true.
the only
Everyone
What
in
reason.
the
does
house-
Dad do besides go to the city and have affairs?
Maybe
He must be a stockbroker.
He owns some Pizza Huts. I don't know.
I would just assume all he does is affairs because he has a tie and a suit. So I just assume he does affairs all the time.
Do
Yeah,
we
he
only
gets
see him
paper. Maybe
once.
he's a-
Do we only see him once in a time suit?
Yeah, just once.
All
He's
right.
having sex. For sure.
So
Oh, so they gave
that's where Alex gets drugged.
Alex some pills.
Dad's pissed,
I have-
rightfully so.
Night,
would you tell me to do that?
night, fuck me in the ass with a spiky dildo. I'm so bored. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't know what night we're on. I guess.
Night dodo spike.
Night dildo spike. Something about sleeping pills.
But then we
They're
get,
arguing about it.
and because she's on sleeping pills, she doesn't wake up while
4 feet above her covers.
Toby floats her. Like, was that just to show off something new?
Is this when Alex is like?
She
Yeah.
barks, she drools, she
It
claws.
looked like it was paying homage to The Exorcist when
This was
something
pointless.
scary actually happens in The Exorcist, but this was just like it lifts her up and then cut to the next morning,
Yep.
and it shows her just laying in her bed like,
Because
how
the
the
sleeping
fuck
pills.
would you wake up?
Because
Her-
the mom gave her some shitty sleeping pills that really knocked her out. Who
Also-
knows? She probably give her tranks,
The mom gives her sleeping pills
She-
and then
what are
tries
those
to wake
things
her up at
called?
7:30.
and she won't wake up.
Yeah.
Giving her
Wonder
some
why.
Quaaludes.
Then she yells at her mom,
or
"Don't leave me
Hypnosil.
alone in this house." And her mom. So that night, why do
Leave
I
her.
have tea bag in it? Oh, it's
Okay,
because it's night tea bag in it because I stopped keeping track of the nights.
Let's also Wyatt starts arguing that his name is Hunter when they call him Wyatt. So he's
Cat.
okay.
Yeah.
Someone's on the couch. Oh, it's night 12.
Then Alex is,
Katie's in the house.
Alex is babysitting. Why? Dad had a knife fall out of the ceiling. Why do you let your kid alone?
Because I got shit I gotta do, man. I gotta live.
Ugh.
Kids aren't my life.
But to be
Man.
fair, in like all the other movies, no one is rewatching these things except for the girl. But we don't even know that she's rewatching
Who
anything.
is watching these?
Or the
The
boyfriend,
police.
Ben.
She can't get into them to watch
The
them.
Henderson,
So
Nevada
nobody,
police
she's
provided
just
us with
recording them
this.
for us to see, and nobody's watching them because the dad and the mom are oblivious that it's recording them.
She never once says, "Hey, mom, dad, look at this tape." Except
No, she
for
doesn't,
early
does
in the
she?
movie, and that was it.
It's
No,
just
she
for
does.
us.
She does at this scene where Katie's in the house, Alex is babysitting. She hears something in the garage. The car's running, and she gets locked in the garage. Doesn't she tell her parents to watch the tapes after
I think
she
after
breaks
that,
that?
she
That's
finally
about the
does.
only scene I think.
And again, she's carrying her laptop in the garage with her, so she's like, "Oh
There's-
my god, this car is
There's
running by
literally a
itself."
scene earlier where she's walking around in the dark with a laptop, and the mom comes in and goes, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I don't know."
Well,
I don't know what's going
I don't
on this
either.
whole
She
entire
goes-
fucking movie.
we go. She goes out into the garage. The garage door is it halfway open?
Yeah, it's open
And
and
Doesn't
shuts.
matter.
Entitled white teenager says, "I hate this effing house." This is $1 million house, probably.
She's a teenager. You just let them say what they want. Don't be overly critical of teenagers because they're stupid and don't think. So
You
That
have to
bothered
be
me.
sometimes.
When they do extremely stupid things. but
Really stupid. But you know what?
They hate their lives
You
no
know
matter
what?
how good they are.
You
That's
know
how it
what's
works.
different about today's times than now times?
What, Grandpa Cobra?
Their teenagers look young. Our teenagers from the 1980s look like they were 30 years
You weren't
old.
a teenager
They
in the
were
80s.
a teenager. No. I'm talking about in the movies. Like the portrayal of
That's
a
because they got
teenager.
30-year-olds
Oh,
to
you're
play
talking
them,
about
that's
like
why.
Friday movies.
Yeah,
where
they
those people are
look.
30.
They look 30.
They
and
are 30.
Not all of them are 30, but
Come on.
they look.
I think the biggest reason is because nowadays there's less stringent laws on kids being
grittier
in
camera
movies.
makes
Yeah.
things look older too, and that's great.
He's waiting for his day to record with us.
Yeah, we're waiting on you, Garrett.
What is the first horror film you'd introduce him to? I know you've thought
Cat
about
in
this.
the Brain.
What the hell is that?
It was terrible. He just happened. I guess you're talking about one that he
No,
watched
one that
consciously?
you can't wait to watch with him.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Probably.
You haven't thought about this? I don't even have a kid and I think about this.
I mean, we watch stuff all the time anyway, so
This is true. But when he'll understand it, you know he'll understand.
okay. I don't know yet.
Never mind.
It'll probably be something really extreme, so he's never scared of anything. Maybe The Exorcist or something. The first horror movie I sat down and watched while he was with me was Cat in the Brain, and oh my god.
You're a cat in the
I wanted
brain.
to shoot myself. Garrett probably did too. He's like, I'm only 2 months old and I wish I was dead.
Alex gets locked in the garage. She ends up backing the car out through the garage door to get out.
Meanwhile, Katie's upstairs.
She is collecting
Doing
a lot
what?
of carbon monoxide.
telling.
She says, I'll wait here until you're ready to come out. Shoot to Mom and Dad come home. Is Katie still upstairs?
She's in the house the entire time. Everybody else
Or is she
is.
just creeping in the
Oh,
shadows?
come. Who's not finding her?
And did you see the shots of that?
I didn't like the way she walked in this one
She
either.
is possessed by the demon, which means she can probably.
So Toby can just
Disappear?
possess people
Yeah,
now?
I think so.
Oh.
No, it's not Toby that's in her. Is
Then
it?
Who is it?
It's gotta be Toby.
There's more than one demon. I swear, there's got
There
to be
has
more
to
than one
be for
demon.
what the demon does, because later on it's like in a room.
Remember
in another
part
room.
2 when the demon got the baby out of the crib so he could let the other demon out of the basement?
No, that's not what
I
happened.
still don't think he had to open up the basement door to let a demon out.
Well, then why is he opening up the basement door and then it
I
shuts
think it's
again?
just you think he's gonna go down or something. I don't know.
There's only supposed to be one demon, but there's so much activity going. There's so much paranormal activity going on. There's just got to be.
Do you think Bloody Mary is somewhere amongst all of these demons?
Yes.
Katie's in the house the next day. The mom's, well, the dad and
Alex go out to
Alex
lunch
go something.
to talk.
Yeah.
So yes, the next day, Mom is home alone in the house, and Katie's in the house also.
Walking up the stairs.
Yeah,
Looking for-
Mom goes to investigate some sounds upstairs, and Toby just picks her up and slams her.
That is the funniest.
Toby just grabs Mom.
Yeah, slams her.
I have dead mom LOL. It's the only time I've ever written LOL in my notes.
So then,
We didn't get to see her get slammed though. Like it picks her up
and then
and
just
shoots us upstairs, and then we hear a thud and go back, and she's on the floor.
Ben comes in, doesn't see anything, because he's been, quote, investigating more on that symbol, and he knows what's been going on in this house, but yet he still goes in this house alone, goes up to Alex's room to put something on her computer, and then he gets
Raid her
slammed.
panty drawer.
And guess what happens?
You
then?
know
his neck
He's
gets
gonna-
twisted.
You
The
know,
patented Katie neck snap.
It wasn't as
Yes.
good as Burger King Dan, who she like picked up on the couch and his body went noodle-like. This one she just twisted.
yeah, you know we sniffed a panty before.
Oh, absolutely. It just
This
because-
kid was sniffing panties since he was probably 12. He was a
Ben also gets it here. So then Alex and Dad get home, but Dad never makes it into the house for some unknown reason.
He goes no.
Oh
they're
no,
driving
he
in
goes
the
to
road.
investigate
They see
across the
Wyatt
street. And Robbie.
and
I think
well,
across
wait, the girl gets home and calls her boyfriend Ben, and his cell phone's in the house, and he's like, "Is this one of those pranks?"
But Dad goes over to Katie's house to investigate something because they're pulling
they
I didn't
into.
saw Katie
They're
and
pulling.
somebody
They're
going
pulling
in.
into the
I
driveway
didn't
and
think
they
he
see.
went yet.
They were like,
Yeah,
"Is
they
that
see
mom?" And I don't know if they said Robbie or Wyatt.
But anyways, Dad goes over there and Alex goes in the house. She goes upstairs to her room and she says something about why were you on my computer, and then tries to call Ben, and then you hear the cell phone coming from her closet. Kind of a cool. I like that, but you guys are
coming
looking
from
at me
its
like.
closet.
So then, this is where I have a huge problem. This is the worst editing.
This is why I didn't like the closet.
So she goes into the closet. She gets thrown out of the closet onto the bed. Then gets drug off the bed. Gets pulled across the floor, out of her door, into the hallway.
And I'm gonna be honest, the movie should end there.
The very next.
Yeah, it should have.
We cut to her outside filming. What? She's running over to Katie's house, the neighbors.
After the ghost pulled her, she grabbed her laptop, went running out of the house. Like, what the fuck? Terrible editing.
So Alex is running through Katie's house. We get a pissed off Katie.
Yeah, Demon
Somebody's
Katie
dragging
busts
her
through
dad through the house too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Toby?
We get a very pissed off Katie who starts chasing.
Someone busts through a door. Is that Demon Katie?
That's Demon Katie.
Ugh,
And if Toby's in her, who's dragging the dad?
I don't know.
Well, this is
Is
why I'm
it
saying
Robbie
Other
the
ghosts.
Robbie the Dominion
Alex.
kid?
Dominion kid.
Demon kid?
Wait a minute. Does Katie or does Alex at this point? No, she's not outside when that horde of coven come after her, right?
Who?
Because why is her night
Yeah.
vision? Did it shoot the night all of a sudden?
She turns it on.
Why?
Doesn't she? So she can see where she's going, I guess, because apparently it's pitch black outside. What? Let's stop all of this right
And
now.
her computer can see infrared, but she can't.
Let's stop all this for 1 second. Why isn't she not calling 911?
Yeah. First thing, call
Yeah, she doesn't.
somebody.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
just gonna
point.
run over this house.
Or say, go to the neighbor's house or something. Go in the neighbor's and call 911.
The
and
neighbor's
wait.
Katie and Robbie, though.
That's not the only neighbor in
But-
this town.
The other neighbor is creepy pervert Luke under the stairs.
So Alex.
More stuff you added.
Alex is basically overtaken by the coven / demon
This
Katie.
was not the same coven from part 3.
No,
Much bigger.
It was
well, it's
much
also
bigger and much younger.
Looked like a bunch of
Here's a question.
teenage girls.
Are
Zombie
these-
teenage.
Alex, we're assumed, just gets killed here.
She's
Sacrifice.
But isn't there ceremonies with sacrifices?
I'm not saying that she got killed. I'm saying they like knocked her out or drug her
Is she
away.
coming
But
back
they don't
for the
show
sequel?
Or broke the laptop so we couldn't record anymore.
But they don't show it, so why was it important that she
It
was a
wasn't.
virgin?
It wasn't.
Exactly.
It was if they wanted to further it, but they don't.
And
It would be important if they were like, hey, now that this virgin is being sacrificed, here's the demon part or what. No,
This
they don't do
movie
that.
was-
They don't do that.
This movie just didn't tie well.
When I was done watching this, I thought of the series as this. There are a lot of big ideas. Like, there's big ideas here, but we, in all 4 movies, focus on building up to the big ideas. We never get to the
We
big
never
ideas.
get to anything.
There's something big happening, but we're just focusing on the little details.
yeah.
And that's stupid.
It's a letdown.
Yeah. For
Since
4
you're-
movies, we haven't gotten to whatever it is that this thing wants or...
What is Toby? We know he wants, like, we know at this point that
He wants Hunter.
the grandma made a deal with the devil, or the demon, Toby, that they get the firstborn male of this family lineage. So, he has them.
And then there's
But what does he
more where it
want
has
with
to be
it?
adopted and...
Katie had him, and he was like demon form Katie at that point too, right? Because she
Yeah.
had just kicked the mom through the wall.
So does this suffer from the same convoluted storyline like Halloween goes into? Where it's, come on.
Yeah, what? I mean,
Like,
yeah.
it just gets so...
You wanted Hunter after part 2, and you had him. So what? Okay, 3, you're showing us how even further back we got, but then now 4, you
What?
lost. How did you lost Hunter for whatever reason? Now we got Hunter back. So what's left of the story? What is this demon doing? What does he want?
Well, in the Halloween, it's all the druids. This one, it's just like, oh, it's a coven of witches.
I wonder if Stonehenge will be in this new one.
You
I
don't
hope
want to know
so.
how we got it here.
Yeah. Or they'll just...
If Connell Cochran's in it, oh man, he's still alive probably. That was
So,
83. There's
you
no
started your critique here, so what do you give this, John?
I've written down 2, but that's a lie. I got a 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10?
Yeah, this movie was a waste of fucking time. It was a miserable experience. The writing was awful. It didn't advance the story at all. The characters were miserable. I had to spend an hour and a half watching teenage actors improvise. Fuck that in the ass. I don't like watching a family drama about parents that are fighting. I don't care. There wasn't even Burger King to keep me entertained. So, The only thing I liked about this movie and why it gets a 1 is because of the cat.
The cat.
What was his name again?
I don't think we said.
You named it earlier.
Rico.
Rico the cat was in this movie for 32 minutes.
Cobra, what do you give this movie?
I'm gonna give this one. Would he give it a 1?
Give it
I'm gonna slightly
1
bump
and a
that.
half. What'd you give it?
1.
One.
I don't do
I'm gonna
halves, no.
slightly bump mine to a 1.5. This was actually worse than 2. It didn't feel coherent as a story at all besides Katie in it. We lost... I don't know what happened with Hunter, how he got lost and now he's... What was his name? Wyatt.
Yeah.
He's Wyatt, and now all of a sudden we have Robbie, who's human but not... I mean, if he's human and not human, he seems to be more powerful than Toby, so why does this kid even need Toby? Who is this kid? Robbie. Stinky Robbie, the kid next door, is a demon...
Do we know he's stinky?
I assume he is. His name's Robbie.
He wears the same clothes all the time,
Yeah.
too.
This story, I wanted it to go forward and it tried to, but it didn't do it in a very good way at all. It was terrible. It was, besides Katie, like I said, it's not coherent to the story. It gets a 1.5. It was annoying to listen to Alex and her boyfriend, Blowjob Ben, just say fuck the whole way through the story.
You were a teenager once. Can you blame him?
I didn't go around like praising it. I wasn't like, fuck, oh my god, fuck, oh, fuck.
What's he talking
I said it when it was appropriate.
I am totally brainwashed by
That
her.
girl, every time she walked with her laptop outside, she looked at something and was just like, holy fuck, oh my god, there's fuck. What's
Oh,
fuck?
when she...
It's a verb fuck.
The scene where she goes outside and she's going across the street, she almost gets hit, and she goes, fucking Prius. And it's like, what?
Yeah! I thought Birdemic came on.
So, I'm a little more generous. I would give it a 4 out of 10.
Oh man.
I want to know why, Ben. Why are you giving this points?
It's still slightly entertaining.
What parts?
I thought Ben was funny.
Oh, man. He literally had 3 fart jokes.
I like fart jokes,
I like fart jokes.
but these weren't good jokes.
These were not good fart jokes. I sleep with my grandpa who farts. You fart in your sleep.
I will say
There's
it
a
would-
ghost behind
You
you.
don't
It
just say
felt-
the word fart. It's not funny to just say fart.
Well, it felt much slower than part 3. Considering these were the same directors, like, there's no excuse for not rewatching part 3 and trying to say, where can we go from here? There was a lot of lazy script writing, lazy directing, lazy acting. The editing in this didn't make sense at all. I've already brought up, especially when Alex gets drug out of the room, and then we shoot to her running across the street outside. She didn't have a phone or a laptop in her hands. What's she recording with the very next scene? I also have, okay, if Wyatt is Hunter, why did they need an adoption? Katie got what Toby wanted.
Like I said, maybe the
So-
demons don't know how to
Yeah,
raise
why
a kid.
does he need anything else?
So why do we need to raise him up until he's, I don't know, 6?
6?
Maybe it's like in 300 when they send the kid out on his own for a few years, and then he comes back.
This is Greek mythology, demonology.
The laziness of when you, at the beginning, you have Alex saying she met Robbie's mom, and then later in the movie you have Katie introducing herself as Robbie's mom. Shouldn't she have already met you? Like, it's little things like that really bother me. But
We still gave it a 4.
I still give it a 4. It's entertaining. I don't know.
What is entertaining about it?
I'm never going to be able to
Besides
convince
that.
you of why
It's
I like this series.
So boring.
So this isn't. I'm never going to default and like, hey, I'd like to watch Paranormal Part 4, and that's the only one I'm going to throw in.
You know what this
But-
might be like? Nightmare on Elm Street, they always say, fans of it say that the even-numbered ones suck, and the odd-numbered ones are the good ones.
Oh.
Maybe that's what, except that the marked ones is a pile of shit, so never
I've
mind.
only seen it one time.
Did Tokyo Nights come out
I
first?
didn't
Is that
see it.
better?
I didn't see that one. And I know there's a new one coming out soon, and
And we're gonna
I've
see
heard
it.
the storyline about it, and I'm not sure how it's going to work. But, again,
As long as Toby's there. we
I'd
can
probably
have
go
fun.
see it. I mean,
It claims
obviously I'm
it's
gonna
going
have
to
to watch
answer all
it.
these questions. Well, you got a lot of questions to answer, because I am fucking you know what? I want them all answered if you say they're all answered. I want to know who Robbie is. I want to know why people do stupid things like carry laptops out of houses to film shit. I want to know everything. All right, that's it for Paranormal Activity 4. Rancid pile of shit production.
Sloppy fart.
If you want to get a hold of us,
Worse than a sloppy
Facebook.com/horrorcasting. Follow us on Twitter. We're at horrorcasting. Horrorcastings@gmail.com. Write the show. Tell us what you think if you agree with us. There was an email I was supposed to read, but...
Oh, really? From who?
Oh, the guy from California.
Cody from California.
Cody. I don't have it in
Never
front of
heard
me.
of Cody.
He's the guy who won the DVD contest.
Oh.
He agreed with
He
Cobra.
gave us a nice review on iTunes.
Yeah, he did. He agreed with Cobra about Paranormal Activity 1. He said it was really boring and they should have just left. However, Cobra had an epic battle with one of my friends.
Oh, yeah. Comment.
He's the guy I went and saw all these movies with. His name's Brian, and the two of them just traded passive-aggressive insults at each other.
But I thought he won out by asking for a Cobra-free podcast.
And I told him, I can barely get the regular ones out on time. I can't do 2 of them. It would be great if we were like, what do you think, Cobra? And then just go back to what we were talking about, and there's just nothing. There's just silence.
Fuck you. Thank you, Cody from California, for agreeing with me.
He does have a point. You can only say so many times, I hate this movie.
I wasn't actually as obnoxious, I thought, in the
I don't
first one.
think he listened to the Blair Witch where you were making fart noises every time someone brought up a point. So I didn't think it was your most obnoxious episode.
Not
Not at all.
close. So fuck him.
I'm not gonna go that far, but
I'll say it.
I applaud him. I like the series too,
yeah.
sir.
Here's the thing. Okay, everybody, we're not famous people, so we
Speak for
take
yourself,
criticism.
John.
Ben's famous. We take criticism hard, apparently, on this show. So we'll fight with you. We won't just let it slide.
Absolutely not.
Grew up in the back alleys of Forestville. You can't take criticism.
Right.
So yeah, all that shit I said earlier, you can reach us there.
No, like I said,
Horrorcastings@gmail.com.
it's my opinion. I don't like the series. People like the series. That's their
I don't
opinion.
know.
It's
I
fine.
don't know if anybody likes the series.
I enjoy it.
There's parts of it I like.
Yeah.
He does.
I hate part
I
4.
probably like it a little more than him, but there's
Which I
not.
didn't
I mean,
think
there
was
are parts
possible
that
till
I
4
don't
came
like,
out.
but
I remember seeing 2 for the first time and thinking, well, that's not terrible. And
yeah.
going back was what was really painful about it.
I'm trying to think when the last time I watched 4 was, but when I watched
Theaters.
it last night, I was like, oh.
Theaters was the last time I watched 4. And I was like, I'm done. I've had it with this shit. And then
Must have a
we'll be
very
back
understanding.
next week with some movie that we're going to watch.